Yes. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. Let me see whether you be hearing me. Hello, one. Yes. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. Back again with another video today, 27th of December 2021. We want to quickly run what we have for us today. As I've said in my title, I said it's a fun stock show. We're looking at the top four race, which is heating up right now. And top four is very important to EPL, that's English Premiership. We want to look at those teams that is going to make the top four. These are the teams I feel should be looking at. Actually, Man City already taking the lead. They're running with this league, and I'm sure Liverpool fan is not going to say they're not going to give up. Manchester United, forget about. Just hold on. We have 3 matches still on standby to be played today. We are playing with Newcastle today, and also Tottenham is also putting their head inside it. Arsenal also sitting back confidently on the top four. I know Arsenal, they have a lot to say today. They're going to tell me they are standing on that position that they're going to make the top four. Chelsea is not, they're sitting seriously on that third seat. So it's going to be between us. For myself, from my own point of view, I see Manchester United, Tottenham, Arsenal going to slug it out for that position, third, fourth. So I'm bringing on my contestant, my co-host that'll be coming in today to see what we're going to look at. We want to slug it out. Top four race is very important. So today I'll be bringing in all my contestants this is Ahmed, starting in from Lagos. Is ready to go. Is a Liverpool fan, and is going to tell me they're still going to win this league. Ahmed,
Hello.
I've said so many things about you. Said you are still you're still going to win this league.
It's actually a very, very hard one.
Yeah.
Man City is a monster right now. They are killing everything. And maybe they can, sleep somewhere.
All right.
Which is unlikely.
Hold on. Ahmed, hold on. Let me bring in my contestant to my co-host that coming in to talk about the serious thing tonight. I'll be bringing the first lady in person of Joy. Is coming in. Is a Chelsea fan. Hello, Chelsea. Miss Joy, are you there? Can you hear me? All right. It's still finding. Let me know if you can join me. I can see you. You're coming in. Okay. Hold on. Hello, Ahmed. But can you still hear me, Ahmed?
Yeah, clearly I can hear you.
Yeah, I think. Joy, I can see you. You ready? Plug in it back because Ahmed could hear me very well. Jide the Great is standing by. Let me bring Jide in. Jide the Great, bro.
Hey,
Arsenal on top four, sitting down, live and direct. They said they're not going to shift. They don't want shift for Man U.
we told you. we told.
They're sitting comfortably. Arsenal is going to. I'm going to bring in your the next Arsenal fan too. That's Anthony. He's standing nearby from Nigeria. He's also going to tell me Arsenal. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me bring him. Tony. Arsenal for that matter.
What's up?
Yeah, bro. I'm all right.
How you
Arsenal
guys
sitting
doing?
on the top floor.
I see Jide the Great in the
Jide
stream
the Great.
already. Jide, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right, Joy, can you hear me? That's the first lady in the building. Is a Chelsea
Yes,
fan.
I can hear you.
Oh, fantastic! Good to hear you.
I'm
Chelsea.
happy I've got some backup. I'm not repping Arsenal today. I'm repping someone else. So
All
As you can
right.
see, the
We're
title
going
of my
to very
name.
soon.
As you can see the title, I said top four. Yes, we can.
I
So
see. Yes, I got.
definitely, yeah,
All right,
we are.
Joy, I want to welcome you. I mean, being a first lady in the house, in the building, you're fantastic. You're welcome. He want to say a lot about Chelsea because let me tell you something. If Chelsea is not careful, they will slip up. What do you think, Joy? Can you hear me? Try and fix your
Thank
cable or
you. It's
something.
nice.
All right. Eric the Red, that's a Manchester United fan. If I'm very right, I'm going to bring him in. Eric,
Yes,
Eric,
I
can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. Manchester United, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, United. We are ready to display this.
United,
Arsenal.
United.
Yeah, I mean, we are the owner of that place. I don't know what Arsenal is doing there. I don't know, but it's all good. Kule, are you there?
They are going out very soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, United. I see back on.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you, Eric. Nice to see you, Joy.
Yeah,
Good evening, everyone.
same here.
Sir Jide, Sir Ehis, Sir Ahmed. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, John.
Hope you
Are you there, John? Too? John,
I'm
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, John.
I'm here.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah,
Are you a Manchester United fan?
exactly. Manchester United for
Ah,
life.
Imagine. Is it because we have a match today? Good to have you. Arsenal is
excited.
wrong. Arsenal is
This
wrong.
this is turning into a Manchester United parapo. I don't understand.
Now,
We
Ace,
are
Ace, I'm sorry. Let me start from you because of your time. What do you think? My question is going to be like
There's a
this.
pool going on here. Yeah, I'm very sure of it.
Yeah. Ace, I'm coming for you first. Please, do you think Arsenal will make this top four? To be frank, I mean, to be candid, tell us the hope you have in this top four race.
Well, the answer does not solely lie on whatever I say here, but all that matters is what is being put up
You better
on the
lie,
pitch by the Arsenal by the Arsenal team, and also we hope a slip up from the other guys that are competing for the top four. This season is beginning to look like it's beginning to shape up because at the start of the season, when Arsenal lost 3 straight matches, nobody ever gave Arsenal any iota of hope to contest for the top four. Nobody gave Arsenal that chance, not to even talk of compete for top 6 or top 7. Everyone's verdict was it is over, game over for Arsenal. And
Yes.
kudos to Arteta and kudos to the Arsenal team, the way they've been able to come back from that setback because it was a major setback. Your first 3 matches of the season, considering 9 goals, and not scoring one. And after, from game week 4, they've been able to take it to now sit at the 4th position and 6 points adrift Chelsea, despite Tottenham, despite Manchester United having games in hand. We all know what
Yes.
happens in the
Remember.
EPL. Game in hand doesn't matter. What matters is get the 3 points. You could have 4 or 5 games in hand and still lose everything. What matters most is putting the points on the board. But this season, there's been a turnover, or there's been a turnaround rather for Arsenal. Going 10 straight matches unbeaten in all competition and meeting Liverpool, losing to Liverpool. And I feel the match against Manchester United, Arsenal respected Manchester United a lot because
You have
Manchester
to.
United came.
You have to. You have to.
you
Manchester
have to
United came
respect
to
man, you know.
Manchester United, though the
If they know
respect,
that man, you wouldn't get respect.
I don't know why the players had to give so much, is because Manchester United were there for the taking. That game was there for the taking. Arsenal could have just wiped out Manchester United in the first half, go 3 goals up. But that's what football is all about. If you don't take your chances and if you don't kill the enemy or the opponent at the time you're meant to kill the opponent, they might come back. A goal lead is not in the EPL, and we saw what happened. The rest is history about that match. But like I said, Arsenal has been able to claim, or Arsenal have been able to prove a point. I've been a doubter for Mikel Arteta, but the way he has turned things around in Arsenal is something to be careful about. That's from other team. And anybody that writes Arsenal off at this moment is at your own peril. And also, just to make my last point, I know a lot has been going on that for the past 19 games, he has lost to Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Liverpool. He has not been able to win the top teams or the top big teams. But I would like to cast you guys' mind back to 2013, the last EPL, Alex Ferguson won for Manchester United. And the last EPL Manchester United won as a great club, so they say. Manchester United went ahead to lose to the big teams that season. They lost to Arsenal, they lost to Liverpool, they lost to Chelsea, and they lost majorly. They lost some of the games of the big teams. But what Ferguson did was just to pick up the 3 points from the lesser team, and that won him the league that year. So I don't know where all the cynics keep saying Arsenal have not won the big team. They've lost all the games to the big teams. So let us do to the big teams and beat the smaller teams and make the top 4. Like I said, top 4, yes, we can. I rest my case for now.
Now, thank you very much, Ace. Hold on. I want to bring in the queen of the house right now. Joy, can you hear me? Hello, Joy. Chelsea fan.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I think. I want to quickly introduce also Tolulope Shweton coming in also as a Liverpool fan. I don't know. I'm still coming with you. It's nice to have you on board. Joy, what do you think about Chelsea situation right now? Chelsea situation, for example, they won their match. A lot is going on with Lukaku. You know, all this noise around him. Do you think you already have a successful season? What do you think?
Success.
Joy, can you hear me?
Based on
Yeah.
Chelsea fan. Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, what a
Hello?
pity. Your network is breaking up. Can you jump in? I mean, log in and log out again. I'll bring you back in because of our time. I want to talk to Aji.
Okay.
These guys, they're going for AFCON. Mane, Salah, and Naby Keita. What do you think is a hope for Liverpool? Do you think you think you can still push it on?
Yeah, thank you. They are going to miss just too much, except if they schedule the league game within the period they are away. Hopefully, they'll miss two matches. And looking at the status of the team, if you look at the game against Leicester, you will see that no matter how bad it is, Liverpool has begun to know how to grind out results. And Minimano is coming on. Origi is there. Firmino is back. Jota is on fire. And I think we can.
What kind of fire? Okay.
Yeah, Jota is on fire. Absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy is on big. So I think Arsenal, Liverpool will hold on to that position and put so much pressure on Man City, and hopefully they sleep somewhere and we take the Zenit back. I think our position is cemented. We are going to make top 4. Nothing is going to change. I don't see a fight from Arsenal particularly. If I'm going to be worried about anything at all from behind, I'll be thinking of maybe Chelsea. Man U with a new coach. Or Man U, yeah. Even Tottenham, that Tottenham is looking so very strong right now.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm worried for Arsenal anyway. I think that the couples of games they've won are just games that, I don't know, they are not playing tough teams. I wish them all the best anyway. But Liverpool position is already cemented.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm very careful and worried about Tottenham beginning to look so very strong. Chelsea, when they have all their guys back, they are going to come for it. And Man U as well. Hopefully, the new coach is going to do something with the team. They have the
Yes.
quality, they have the talent, and that is why I think I'm worried for Arsenal. If you put Arsenal side by side, the quality in Chelsea, in Man U, in Tottenham, you will realize that Arsenal has the lower, side of the stick. So for my own team, we are pushing hard. Hopefully, Man City falls somewhere. Then the title is between Liverpool and Man City anyway.
Oh my
So
goodness.
top four is no problem.
Tolu Shoeton, do you believe in that Liverpool? I mean, do you want to? I mean, have it some other points in regards to that? I mean, considering the fact you're a Liverpool fan.
Yes, I think go with that. The titles between Liverpool and Man City, and it has always been like that for the past couple of years or 3 years or so, except from last year, and that was due to the injury situation at Liverpool. Technicalities involved, the kind of coaches involved. These are coaches that have built their teams to last the period, and I'm not really worried. I'm not worried about Salah or Mane going for AFCON. No. What I'm not worried is Klopp as a coach over time. Whenever he has had time to prepare his team for those drawbacks. He simply outperformed what Tunde performed. So Salah Mane going for AFCON is not something that's an emergency situation. It's something that's been known about. I think this is one of the reasons why he brought a player like Jota to always. So if you those last 3-4 matches, Klopp has been trying to experiment with the use of Minamino, and you could see him missing Minamino more in the forward line, trying to plug some holes, doing some technical reshuffle, and especially in the last match, when a goal was needed, you could see the way he placed Firmino as an attacking midfielder and plays Jota. So he has been trying all these technical shifts here and there. And for those that have been following Liverpool, Alexander Arnold has been coming into the midfield. So some might not have the right back, but when Liverpool is attacking now, Alexander Arnold is playing as an attacking midfield. So Klopp has been playing in long. So Salah Mane going for, technically they are going for, which is Chelsea and I think Crystal Palace. So I think it's something that the Liverpool squad has been well prepared and drilled for. So
Yeah, I think they'll play the Chelsea match. They'll play the Chelsea match. They will leave after the Chelsea game. They've been granted extension.
I think that's on the third, fourth, yes, like that. So no, I think it's fine from the Liverpool end.
I see that. I want to come into Tolu. I want to talk to Kay. Manchester United, we have 3 games in hand. Right now, we're going to play today, Newcastle. What do you feel about our camp? I mean, Manchester United. We have 3 matches. What can you say about it?
Well, these are 3 matches that are close to each other. So it's going to take a lot of effort. Yeah, we can say fine. It's against Newcastle. Who are the other teams that are coming up next? Is it Burnley? Is it Burnley now, or I can't remember which teams. But the thing is, these are teams that can actually stretch you. I mean, we saw how Norwich City did it, where it had to be a Cristiano Ronaldo penalty to save the day. I am hoping that it is not going to be something like that, because I think fans do not want to see a game where it's 1-0, because so far on that link it has just been one goal, and I think that's not what fans want. Yes, the 3 points are coming in, but I think fans are expecting more. But it's not going to be easy, because the players are going to be stretched. Yeah, we can say they've rested, but I mean, some of them caught the COVID virus, and we're not really sure what their fitness is like. So there is a lot of unknown. It's easy to say they are going to win tonight's game. Of course, they are the favorites. Obviously, Newcastle are in the relegation zone, but once the game starts, we see something. We see something different entirely. So I think it's going to be a tough one, but there are games that Manchester United must win because adding to the outstanding games that they have, we can see that Arsenal has built. Yeah, we can see Arsenal has built a very healthy.
Don't mind Arsenal. Don't they will, no. They will say, no. Just watch.
They are feeling.
We know them.
They're feeling.
No, don't worry.
So
sorry, Kule. Hold on.
Yeah,
I think Joy is back online. Is a Chelsea. I just want to hear from Chelsea.
Sorry, Yemi. Before, sorry for just interrupting. Someone just dropped a comment on the live stream.
Yeah.
Sean Tony saying, I think the top 4 race is open.
Yeah.
It's open considering the running Arsenal is putting in the shift, but I don't see them keeping this up for the rest of the season. Chelsea is definitely making top 4. I really don't understand why Arsenal always get the critics. So if you're saying Arsenal cannot keep up, is it Chelsea that can keep up? Is it Tottenham that can keep up?
Please,
is it Manchester United or Liverpool?
Tony,
I just don't understand why Arsenal tend to get the critic a lot. I really don't get it.
You have to get it though, because Joy wants to say something. Yeah, Chelsea.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Chelsea get money now. They're supposed to get clients internet now. What's this?
Like I said, based on.
Oh my God! It's breaking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking at some point, and I really want to hear from Chelsea fans. And another Chelsea fan to Sean Tony says Arsenal needs to worry about the 3 behind them. I mean, it is. I mean, Jide did great. I mean, you should be careful.
Come in here.
No, I mean, look, we're Arsenal fans. We're used to being underrated. Ever since we've dropped out of that whole guaranteed top 4 every season to struggling to even make top 6.
Joy, I'm struggling to hear you, Joy.
We've been heavily criticized. We've been massively underrated. But again, I have to remind everyone that is on this call that having a coach that has coached a team for over 15 years resign. And I mean, Manchester United is still going through the aftershock of losing Alex Ferguson. It's not easy for you to have a coach that has built a team for a very long amount of time leave, and then all of a sudden we expect another coach to come in and then it continues the legacy. Manchester United is still suffering it. So it's the same with Arsenal as well. Arsene Wenger has been, part of the team for more than 15 years, and then he left some years ago, and we've not been able to find that coach. But Mikel Arteta is in the frames now, and we see what he's doing. He's building a team. I personally think that Arsenal needs to be given some time to get to that point where everybody can say, okay, yeah, they're ready to compete for top 4. Most people on this, if you're analyzing as a football fan, it's different. But if you're analyzing from a technical perspective, if you're looking at the game, the way the game is being played and how things play out in football, you understand that it's taking Arsenal time to get to where they're getting to. And slowly they're getting there because we're seeing some form of consistency. Like Ace alluded to a couple of minutes ago, there was a time we had a 10 unbeaten run, and then Liverpool beat us, and then we lost to, I think it was Manchester United. Again, that was a game we gave Manchester United too much respect. We should have won that. But if you look at the current trend of how Arsenal is playing, we've not lost a game since we lost to Everton 6th of December. We've scored around how many goals? 15 goals or so. We've conceded very lightly as well. So we're doing quite well in that section. Teams that we will lose to back in the day. I mean, let's not forget that West Ham has beaten the likes of Liverpool. They've beaten the likes of Chelsea this
Manchester United.
Manchester United. And Arsenal beat them convincingly 2-0, a couple of weeks ago. So, we're not playing too bad. Our last 2 games, we've scored 10 goals and conceded only 1. So there's that sort of consistency that is coming in. I don't think the Arsenal fans are not as worried as you guys are worried at the moment. So that's what I'm saying.
So I think Chelsea should be worried now. Joy, are you still there? Chelsea fan? What do you want to say? Can you hear us now? Oh my God, the network is so terrible there. I'm coming in for.
I think our network is bad where she is, so maybe she needs to go somewhere where there's a good network.
Yeah, I want to really hear from Chelsea, except Seun Tony that is chatting with us all the way from UK. I want to bring this guy in. John, are you still there? John is out. Aji.
In the meantime, can I give a response to the issue of Arsenal?
Okay, please go ahead.
I really think, from my own perspective,
Sorry,
Arsenal not making the top 4 is not a disaster for me this season. I would expect them to be in the top 6. They don't make a top 4. I don't see it as a disaster, because if you look at it, Arteta is trying to more of like rebuild the club from up to down. It takes a whole lot of time, and so for some time now we've been saying this issue about disciplinary issues with Aubameyang and the rest. So what people are not saying behind the scenes is Arteta is not just working on tactics on the field; he's working on the entire culture of the club, and to take time. It's what the football fan of the modern day football fan does not want to give is time. And if you want an Arsenal to, Arsene Wenger didn't build Arsenal in a year, in 2 years. It took him time. Alex Ferguson took almost 5 years to win a trophy at Man U. Klopp took 4 years to win a trophy at Liverpool. These great coaches, they take their time, not just to build a team to win a league for a season, but to be a winning machine. And I think that is a path Arteta is taking. It will take him time. So I don't think
Klopp has
failure.
only won 2 trophies for Liverpool. Just 2 trophies for Liverpool.
Just 2 trophies.
Only 2 trophies, yeah.
And
I think he's won 2 trophies as well.
These two trophies, one of them Arsenal has never won before in the entire history. One of them Arsenal has never won in the entire history. So what we are saying here, what are we talking about here?
Sorry guys, let me quickly.
Actually, that's 3 trophies.
To all Arsenal fans.
No, even if it is one, UCL. Arsenal should win UCL. They should win UCL before they can come to the table and talk to us.
But isn't hypocritical? Isn't that hypocritical?
You know my problem. You know my problem with what they said. What the last speaker said.
Jurgen Klopp, despite the number of years he has spent at Liverpool, has just won 2 trophies. But Arteta has not even spent half of the years Klopp has spent. Has won 2 trophies already. I just feel it's hypocritical the way you guys come.
You know the problem, man. If Arsenal is building culture, building the team and all of that, we can be sure that the rest of the teams are not sleeping on their horse. They are as well building something. And you can't tell me that you're going to come in the next 5 years and Arsenal will be beating and winning all the trophies from the next 5 years. Man City is going to continue to. It will never happen. Yes, it will not. Because you know why it will not happen. Wait, do you know why it will not happen? Is because other teams are building. It's not the time when Liverpool was winning and they went to sleep for 30 years. That time will not happen again. The same thing with Man U. Man U continue to build.
You need to put it into context. We need to put this thing into context. And what I mean by this, Liverpool winning the league title didn't happen by magic. Now look at from when Klopp came.
What strategy? It was Man City that failed that season. Otherwise, they wouldn't have won.
No, they didn't fail.
And moreover,
they didn't fail.
Season.
It was a freak season.
It was a freak season. It was a freak season. We know what happened. COVID and the likes. It was a shitty season. It was a shitty season. It was a shitty season. We all know. Why didn't they win it last year? Why didn't they win it last year? Come on, man. Come on.
Injuries.
It was a freak season. It's not easy.
Question.
Please,
If it was, Arsenal would have won.
Before Liverpool won, what was the point?
Liverpool
of Man City and point of Liverpool?
Just one Barclays Premier League. In the history of Liverpool, ever since the inception in 1995, Liverpool has only won just one Barclays Premier League. Do you think it's that easy? And that's the boast of
It's
3.
embarrassing.
Manchester United boast of how many? And you keep coming criticizing the team. Do you think it's that easy to win the EPL? Come on,
Okay,
man.
go and win
Answer.
Champions
I
League to
want
see
to
if it is
quickly read
easy.
this.
I'm,
This
We
I'm
want
asking a
justice.
question which has
Ajib,
not been
hold on,
answered.
Ajib.
I'm asking a question which has not been
Ajib, hold on.
answered.
Yeah, I'm coming back to you, Tolu. There's this report, this chart I want to read from Sean Tony. Chelsea has shown they can keep it up. As I get it, because they were in discussion from time. They will continue to be in the discussion because they should be doing better being a former powerhouse. Well, I want to try and see if I can talk to Joy. Joy, as she has changed the position, the location. Can you hear me, Joy?
Yes, I can hear you.
Now, tell us something about. Thank God. Now, tell us something about Chelsea. Chelsea, what's going on with Chelsea, please? Lukaku is back. I can see that.
First of all, guys, when you're injured, like injured, so you understand what fix when it comes to the condition. Lukaku is back. Well, I don't say anything concerning that, but he's someone you shouldn't doubt his ability. It's what we've seen him do, even in everything down to Man United, where he was able to side and then moved to Inter Milan and was able to do it in just 2 years.
Oh my
In
God.
over a decade since the last one, and he was very instrumental that way. I
It's really breaking. I mean,
think anyone should doubt big ability at this point in time.
but do you think Chelsea
Can you hear
have
me?
done really very well this season? Yeah. Do you think Chelsea have done very well, and or do
Well,
they still have hope
this calendar
of winning this
year,
EPL?
this calendar year,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
this season, it
Yeah.
is
For
for the
this season.
calendar year. I'll say yes, they did well, of course. But this season started August, so based on standards for an average Chelsea fan,
But are you guys still in title race?
I'll rate
Do you
them
see yourself? Do you
a
see Chelsea still in the
60%.
title race?
Definitely, yes, it is.
Definitely.
Yes, practically speaking, it's like yes, definitely. Because one, they're just points behind the leaders, right, Man City, and we saw that to see points. They almost did yesterday against Leicester.
Oh my God! I think I need to bring it
Leicester
back. I need to bring it back.
were just bought that. They were
It's a
very
struggle to
big.
hear, dude.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
struggle,
struggling
man.
as well. Eric, you're standing by for. I think you're Manchester United fan. Hello, Eric. Can you hear me, Eric? Eric?
Sean Tony dropped a message.
Yeah, oh, please, can you read it for us, Ace?
He's saying the Arsenal man in here is too defensive, yet questions why he gets the attack. Come on, man. I'm defending my team. I'm only defending my team
I
because you
wanted you
can't
to
come.
read it.
Yes, you can't come and criticize my team and you expect me to just lay low and you slap me by the head or slap me by the butt and I'll just keep quiet. I will, like I said, my being defensive, I'm dropping facts as well because Liverpool, you can't come to Arsenal and criticize Arsenal. Meanwhile, it's just one Barclays Premier League. Come on, you don't do that, and you don't come attacking
when
Arsenal.
it comes to that. Ace always comes with a fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on,
People
facts.
have won. How
We
many Champions
absolutely
League?
agree.
I want to
Yeah,
respond
just
to
How
what
one,
many
you
just
Champions
one
mentioned.
League have you won?
exactly. Yeah, just one.
How
Please
many
tell us
Champions
how
League have you
many
now won?
in your entire
In your
history.
entire history.
Context. Wait, in
In your
context, Mr.
entire
Yemi, I don't know
history.
if you permit me.
Yeah.
In context of this stream, the
Yes.
topic is the fans talk show, EPL top 4 race, not Champions League winner, past winners. Come on, man.
His Messi tactic, that's his Messi tactic, yeah.
It's defensive
I need
tactics.
a Chelsea
Let's
fan.
look
He's
at
Messi. Yeah, he's
let's
Messi.
aggressive. Yeah, but let's look at what we're discussing here. We're talking EPL. You're criticizing Arsenal that Arsenal can't keep up. They will lose out the top 4 race. Can Liverpool keep up? Can Chelsea keep up? Can Tottenham
If we are
keep up?
talking
Can
about the
Manchester
top
United
four
keep
race,
up?
when last were you in the
Come
top
on, man.
four? When last was Arsenal in the top four? When last?
We're
Tell
in the
me.
top four right now,
That's
though.
true.
Tell me.
That's true.
Tell
Really?
me.
Do you
Yeah,
want
When
us
last were you in the top
That's
four?
true, Tolu.
we're in the
to go
top four
You're
right
right,
now.
Tolu.
What are you
When
on
last
about?
were you in the top four?
Let's don't go there. Liverpool,
Bro,
let's
When
don't go there.
last?
Because
Okay.
for
Okay.
straight,
You're
for
talking
straight
because we're
10
talking
years,
about
for
when last
straight
did you win
10
the
years,
league?
Liverpool didn't get into the
let's
top
let's
When
four.
not
last did you
let's
win the
not
league?
analyze.
For
Guys,
straight
come
10
on, come
years,
on, relax.
Liverpool didn't get
Everybody's
into the
getting it.
top four. Come on, man. Come on.
Everybody's getting emotional. Yeah,
No,
and
I'm not
this is what I
emotional. I'm not
Joy,
emotional,
can you hear
really.
me? Joy?
let's do this.
I
Yeah,
can
let's not
hear you. Yes,
analyze
I'm
football like fans, right?
hopefully.
Let's balance it, right? If you want to argue like a
Can
fan, right, also balance
you
it
hear
up
me?
with like proper fact and proper data. Yeah, and to be honest, I know Ace is an Arsenal fan, and I'm an Arsenal fan too. And I'm
Hello.
not saying this to support him, but what I like about him is it comes with facts. Yeah, you cannot disrespect Arsenal's legacy. Arsenal has won the title 13 times in their history. Teams like Manchester City that people are talking about right now, 10 years ago, they were nowhere to be found, right? And we all know the reason why they are where they are right now is they spent a lot of money, they invested. Manchester City is one of the reasons why they brought in this, kind of antitrust laws or a spending cap, right? Because if every team can just come in with huge amounts of money, they can buy the title if they want. Now, Ahmed was talking earlier about other teams like, oh, Arsenal cannot do this, they can't do that because other teams as well are going to be improving. So here's my thing, right? I understand that, right? But one thing you have to look at when you're looking at football in general, right? It goes in cycles, right? In the 80s, the English football was dominated by the likes of Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, right?
Yeah.
And then we moved into like the 90s, and then Arsenal and Manchester United took over. And for some reason, Liverpool was nowhere to be found, right? When Manchester United was taken over by Alex Ferguson, they almost got relegated that year. In fact, Alex Ferguson should have been sacked as a coach, right? Going into 2000, we know what Arsenal did. Arsenal began to dominate when Arsene Wenger came into the Premiership. And I remember Alex Ferguson was saying, they asked him, like, who the Arsenal new coach, he was like, Arsene who? He didn't even know who he was because he came from Krampus 8 in Japan as a coach, right? But we all know what Arsenal did. We saw what it did with the Invisibles. It's never been done.
49 unbeaten. 49 unbeaten.
No team can claim that they can do that currently as we speak. Right? So, yeah, I mean, of course, you have to put some respect on that. And then slowly we started to move into the Abramovich, Chelsea era. Again, it came with money. They bought the whole thing. All right? So this thing will always move around in circles. Like, what's to say in the next 4 years, Newcastle is not going to be dominating the Premiership? You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes dominating the Premiership is not going to be by how much money you've invested in your club, right? For example, Arsenal dominating in the early 2000s wasn't really about the money that they put into the club. It was because Arsene Wenger was very astute. He was very sharp. He knew how to scout the best players. He bought them in at the right time. He bought hungry players, not necessarily because they were paying them money. We saw what Leeds did in 1991, right? We saw what Blackburn Rovers did in 1995. That had nothing to do with money at all. So again, I think sometimes we talk about money and how, some teams are investing. You could spend all the money and still not win the league. It's possible, right? It's just like these days, it's getting harder for it to happen. And what Arteta is building at the moment is building a team that I personally think at some point it will be hard for him to hold those boys to say you're going to stay with Arsenal for this long, because look at the likes of Emil Smith-Rowe and Gabriel Martinelli. Like this season, they've stepped up the plate. They've taken on the mantle of leadership from the likes of Aubameyang. So just to kind of respond to what Ahmed was saying earlier about, Arsenal is not. I mean, you can't write off any team. Like we wrote off Manchester City 10 years ago. Look at where they are now. Well, you're going to write off Newcastle now too? You can't do that. So football moves around in circles. So at the same time, like someone was saying earlier about things that happen in the background, like we don't see, right? Mm-hmm. We see the flashiness of, the players coming on the pitch. They're buying this one for 50 million, 100 million. Oh, a sheikh just took over a site. but there are other things that happens in the background as well. And I think you need to put that in the mix. So call Arsenal some slack. You know, as an Arsenal fan, I will hold my hands up. Anytime Arsenal plays badly, you know we're the first ones to complain now. We complain all the time. So, yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Can I respond to what you guys have been saying about Arsenal? You see, Chief Hayes was like, why is Arsenal always in the spotlight and all? Like, even Manchester United is more in the spotlight. Like, there is no team in the Premier League that is in the spotlight more than Manchester United. Whether when things are bad or when things are good. In fact, when things are worse, Manchester United is trending. I mean, if you really want to make money off content, just focus on Manchester United, and I'm very sure something will come
out.
You get
for 2 years.
You get. Now, what I'm trying to say is, for Arsenal, you guys need to understand that Arsenal have not been. I mean, that's why I think Manchester United also are making headlines, because they've not been the standard of that Alex Ferguson era. Arsenal too, because like you said, they were the two teams. They were the two teams that dominated, like you said, the 90s and 2000s before Chelsea came. I mean, they were the ones. I mean, Premier League top two was either Manchester United or Arsenal from like 1995 down to 2004, if I'm correct, until Chelsea came out.
Hey, Tony in the house.
Then Manchester United.
That's the guy that's been chatting up with us, that's been contributing with us. That's Tony. You can attack him now. He's a Chelsea fan.
Oh, yeah. Well done, Chief.
From UK.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to the.
Please, they want to attack
Chelsea fans.
No, I just want to drop my. So what I was just saying. So it's going to be normal that Arsenal will be attacked and they will be the subject of banter. So that's why it's kind of like the responsibility of the club to try to get their hearts right. Yes, I know it will take time and all, but I think it is kind of taking too much time, because, like Riley said, when last was Arsenal in the Champions League? Man U is a terrible club, but they will make the top four at the end of it. Because I think that top four is like oil. That is the reason why Solskjaer kept his job.
Wow,
easy. He won't be on the job. If he did, this is the truth. That's the primary objective first. Before you even Klopp, you could see Klopp. You could even see Klopp was under pressure last season, because they're like, oh, is Liverpool going to move? Is Liverpool going to? They want to see if Liverpool is going to make the top four and all of that. And there was already like Klopp's field. Exactly, it's so important. But Arsenal have not now been getting it. So if you don't get that minimum. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of focus on you. No problem, boss.
All right. Sorry. I want to bring in Chelsea. Chelsea has not. They've not contributed so far. So please, do you think at this moment, Sean Tony, at this moment, you can sit down with this?
Okay. So first of all, just hello to everybody in the chat. So. I think I think this is the last time that I am a Chelsea fan, but I am a fan who is not so consumed by everything going on. But I'm a football fan first of all, then Chelsea fan parallel. I think first thing is you cannot say that Chelsea, except you're hating, you cannot say that Chelsea is not doing well enough to merit or to attain a top four. Yes, every team goes through a particular blip period, and Chelsea is going through that. One of the things I'm happy about for Chelsea, even though we're going through this very, very blip period, is that we're not getting smashed 4-0. We're not getting smashed 5-0. We're not getting smashed 10-0. We're still
within that. About my Abi.
No, I'm talking about Chelsea.
I think the problem is the standards for Chelsea.
We're struggling. We're struggling. However, what we're doing is we're still putting ourselves within that conversation. And so I think, hands on heart, Chelsea will make top four. I'm not sure we'll win the league. I would love us to win the league, but I'm not sure we'll win the league. I still think it's still a race between. It's a race between Man City
Manchester
and Liverpool.
United.
However, it is theirs to lose. It is those two top teams to lose. And I know Chelsea will go. Chelsea tasted first position, and Chelsea wants it back. So Chelsea's going to go for it. So just to digress and address the Arsenal man here, I was trying to connect. So I didn't hear anything.
I'm always ready.
That was said. I personally, I think if you're a good fan of football, you're going to love Liverpool, you're going to love Arsenal, you're going to love maybe Leeds, you're going to love Leicester. If you're a good football fan, and I think I would always have Arsenal here with a lot of teams. But I think it's when you now have an Arsenal fan saying, "Oh, Arsenal, why is everybody attacking Arsenal?" The reason you will be attacked, first of all, is because you were on the lips of everybody for years. Yeah. You were in the side. Every team wanted to play like Arsenal. Every team wanted to have the 40 unbeaten run. Every team wanted to have the likes of Thierry Henry. Every team wanted that. So yes, you were the pinnacle for a lot of people. Now you've dropped standard. Not maybe because of the players only. You've got the coaching, you've got the ownership, you've got the fans as well. Because I'm telling you, if you're in the UK, it's a different thing. It's a different ball game. The fans have power, which you don't see on the TV. The fans have a lot of power. And Arsenal, how many teams have gone out en masse to disrupt a whole city? Arsenal does it a lot. Every fan will go on the street. So Arsenal is there for you to see. Tottenham won't do that. Chelsea, we are too rich to do that. Big boy club, you get so.
Manchester United fans did that against Liverpool last season.
Sorry, but what I'm saying,
when they disrupted.
Sorry, if you don't mind, let me just finish. But what I'm saying to Arsenal fans is, you should be strong. Your back should be thick enough to take all this criticism and take all whatever is coming towards you right now. Because when Liverpool too was down, everybody was having a go at Liverpool. Chelsea is going to go down at some point again. We will struggle. It's a cycle. All these things recycle. Where was everybody when Leicester took the league? Where was everybody when the league? But you know what? Everybody goes through that, and we're all there's that formation phase for everybody. And somebody made the great point to say, you're saying, "Oh, Arsenal is regrouping. Arsenal is setting up a team." Every other team is not sleeping. No team is sleeping anymore. So yeah, I think Chelsea will definitely make top four, and if both Man City and Liverpool are not careful, Chelsea will take that top thing.
I laughed to that.
Oh my God. Well, I think so many people have they couldn't make it because of network. Jide, can you, on the final note from your point of view, ask now what do you think before I come back to to drop his final note?
I mean, if you asked any Arsenal fan at the beginning of this season, if I think we're halfway through the season now, I believe. Yeah, we're just
19 games.
Halfway through 19 games.
Yeah.
If you asked any fan, any Arsenal fan, that if you're sitting at fourth, will we be disappointed? Most of us would say definitely no, because we didn't even expect that we'll be here. Now that we're here, we've over the last 5 games, we've managed to concede only 2 goals. We've scored more. We've had more football players stepping up to the plate. The likes of Emil Smith-Rowe, Martinelli. The Japanese guy that we just bought. It's been a massive revelation. Our defense seems to be getting tighter. We definitely don't have the Benaleno, the goalkeeping situation we had last year. That part is stable as well. So generally, I feel like the trajectory at which we're going in the right direction. Most Arsenal fans would not be disappointed even if it didn't make top 4 this season. So I personally think that if we can start to win games against the likes, we're playing Manchester City at home, at the Emirates on New Year's Day. That's a game that we shouldn't lose. If we don't lose that game, I definitely would tell you that we're making top 4. So I will end it on that note. I personally feel that we can, but if we don't, nobody will be disappointed. We'll just have to make sure that by next season we don't have any more excuses. So yeah.
All right, he's
but
over to you.
I just have a question though. Can I ask, please?
Okay.
It's to the Arsenal guys.
He's going.
Do you think? No, my question is like, because it's like my problem with Arsenal is this: is that just one, good spell of no, it's something I actually know. It's something I observe you guys. Yeah, it's like when there's this good form, it seems they get so carried away by it, and then when there's the dip happens, then it's like out. So so exactly, Ateta, thank you. So my own question is this, as in, and they won't be able to talk. It's not. No, I'm not using it to hit out at you guys or banter. This is being serious because I think what Arsenal are doing is really impressive, because I think I have not seen Arsenal play this well since Arteta came. Yeah, so my question is, can they sustain it?
All right,
that's what it is. Can it be sustained? Yeah,
Okay,
that's my own question.
I'll just answer that in a simple form, because in the history of football, ever since I've been watching football, I've not seen a team that has gone the entire 38 games without deeping. Even the season Arsenal went 49 unbeaten, which was 2003-2004, the whole 38 games, without losing, going into 2004-2005, playing 11 more games for the unbeaten run. That 2003-2004 season, Arsenal dipped. There were times where they drew like 6-7 matches on a bounce. So this thing happens. Team goes on a dip. It like Chelsea currently. Chelsea, they are in a poor run, but it's not that crazy. But they are not in a good run right now.
No.
The point was trying.
For Chelsea, you can be sure that they will bounce back. But the thing is, if you have that dip, will you be able? By the time you recover, will it be enough for you to make that? That's what I'm saying. So that I won't be like, by the time you make a recovery, it might be too late. And that's what I'm after.
I get your point. I get your point. Like I mentioned in my intro, Arsenal went on like 10 games unbeaten in all competition. They faced Liverpool, they lost. They faced Manchester United, they lost. Everton, that we felt, okay, we're going to bounce back. We saw a whole lot of shambolic performance from the entire team that day. But after that day, there had been a turnaround. And they've gone on an impressive run. This thing happens. Manchester United as well lost some matches that you felt, come on, they're going to take the 3 points. Even their last EPL, it wasn't that fantastic. It was a late-minute penalty before they could win, take all 3 points at Carrow Road. And we saw Arsenal went to Carrow Road yesterday. 5-star performance, trashing Norwich City 5-0. So football in itself, there's no hard and fast rule about it. A team can go on a deep, bounce back. A team can go on a deep and never come back. We're seeing Leeds right now. Leeds were fantastic last season. Look at what Leeds is doing this season. If the care is not taken, Leeds could possibly be fighting for relegation come May. So this thing happens. But the reason I'm saying that, and let me just make my point. Okay. The reason I'm saying Arsenal get a lot of stick is a typical example. Last season, Leicester City were on a fantastic run. We felt they were going to meet or pick the top 4. But we saw what happened to Leicester City. Leicester City crashed. They couldn't keep it up. But nobody went online to start brandishing all sort of banter against Leicester City. Secondly, Leicester City in the EFL Carabao Cup, they were 3-1 ahead of Liverpool. They lost that game. There was no Twitter, there was no hashtag, there was nothing online, bantering Leicester City. Chelsea, a typical example, lost to West Ham this season. West Ham trashed Chelsea. Nobody went ahead on Twitter, on social media, start bantering Chelsea. But if it were to be Arsenal, reverse will be the case. It's going to be delight for everybody. It's going to be, hey, get all their finger typing, coming all out and start typing and typing. So that's the point I was trying to make. Liverpool too have not been that fantastic this season. Nobody has come out to trash Liverpool.
Really?
Nobody has come out to nobody has come out to
hear that.
Yes, nobody has come out on Twitter or to brandish or start yabbing Liverpool. But when it's Arsenal, reverse is the case. And fun fact, do you know why it is? Because Arsenal, we are gargantuan. We are big. We're huge. And that is why we get this thing. Yes, we would definitely make that top 4 this season.
No, that's why I said it, that Arsenal and Manchester. Look, Liverpool is never even Manchester City that is so dominant. How many times is Man City in the news? Let's be serious with ourselves. The news Manchester City makes, you can't compare it to when Manchester United makes the news or Arsenal. Like, they are the two teams that like focus, and it shows in their fan base, and you understand, and the kind of content that is centered around them. Nothing happens really much with Liverpool because we know they will win. Even when they lose, they've lost, but we know next match they will win. You get, but ordinary Man U lost like this, they will make noise. Look at when Man U beat Leeds 5-1. See the way they made noise about it. Fernandes hat-trick, Ole is back, Ole is this. Man U will be news. The same thing too with Arsenal. So it's just like that. I think it's just based on.
I think. Sorry, Kule.
Please, we need to bring Eric on. Yes,
Eric,
please. Let him. Yes.
I want you to talk. I mean, you're a Manchester United fan. We have a match this evening, Newcastle for that matter. What's your prediction? What do you think we should? I mean, do we win this match? I mean, Shane, calm down. Chelsea, calm down.
Everybody they beat Newcastle now. What's that they talk? Now go pick. Now,
Eric,
come on.
Eric. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Guys,
Everybody beat Newcastle.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Eric, I can hear you now. Yeah.
All right. Yes, Manchester United, Newcastle United tonight.
Yes.
I know there has been a lot of talk about the new manager coming in, and we haven't had any entertaining football yet. But I still think we need to keep our fingers crossed, because the system that he's actually introducing to these players, they need time to actually learn the new style of play, and then I believe we're going to see that on the pitch of play. Tonight, I'm quite positive. Tonight, I'm giving the game to United 3-0 because I'm comfortable with the way it's been the past few days.
3-0 is too small. Is that much? 3 goals is too small, Eric. 3 goals is too small, Eric. I'm expecting 5. 5-0 minimum. 5 minimum.
Is it not much?
Sorry.
And is it not the thing that we beat them 4-1 at Old Trafford?
I'm listening to like a fun interaction.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, in the studio. What's going on? Hi.
Don't mind them.
And we know what Monday Night Football brings us. There's a whole lot of surprises, man. For me, it's just calling it out and saying.
So I mean, the confidence, like Newcastle fans, you'll be looking at you guys and going like, "These people are insane."
It's our match.
Wait, didn't Man City beat them 4-0? Was it not? Or which team beat them recently? I can't remember. So I mean, why can't Manchester
United feel like
beat
you
them?
guys are in for a surprise tonight, right? Mark my words.
It's a banana skin. It's a banana skin match.
Yeah, it's
very
when
much.
does it start? It starts in the next couple of hours, right?
Yeah. 2 hours.
Yeah, by 9 in about 2 hours. In about 2 hours.
I'm gonna miss I'll miss the first 15 minutes because I'm organizing a 15-minute event, and then after that I'm definitely watching it. I'm sure you guys will be in for a surprise. You know.
I think.
Well, the 3 points is all that matters really, because
Eric,
no. See, whatever it is, the 3 points is all that matters, because there's need to close the gap. Because United can't be allowing Arsenal to be bragging, like to be feeling like fourth place is their own. You know. I mean, come on.
Is that how
We
we
I
do
can't
it?
be
mean,
Chelsea down.
dragging that
yeah,
story without
yes,
context.
boss.
Seriously.
And you
Banter
forgot
aside,
that your
Yeah,
Chelsea
coach
must
is
go
not
down.
Eddie.
yeah,
banter aside, I
Eddie
just
yeah,
want to
Howe.
make a point. Banter
yeah.
aside, there is
Mm,
something. Let me using Sean
Right.
Tony's words: the love of
Yeah.
football. We all love football.
mm.
That's what we're here. But looking at Manchester
Yeah.
United in the past 2 games, we know a new manager is there. He's trying to instill his philosophy into the squad. Probably
What
because
has
of
he
the
achieved?
COVID. No, I'm not even. I'm not even talking about that. But I see the Manchester United players struggling with his new
Mm.
tactics,
Eric, help me.
and
No,
and
definitely,
and
definitely. There will.
a game like
Expected.
Newcastle,
Expected.
a game
Mm.
like Newcastle is will be very very difficult where you're trying out your new philosophy because one Newcastle they want to put that 3 points on the board. Now you're playing a team that is struggling relegation, and mind you, playing teams at the bottom, it's a
They
potential
go
banana
at you.
skin.
They go at you.
Manchester United need to up the ante this evening.
But remember,
On all departments, the defense, Maguire should not stall today.
no.
No mistake from Maguire, no error from anybody. I'm not saying Manchester United will lose, but for me as a neutral, I'm looking out for an interesting game because I know Newcastle will put
Yeah.
in a fight and they'll
No,
put in a shift
no,
today.
no,
Eric.
definitely. No, definitely, because you have to understand that. I mean, they too have a new coach in Eddie Howe. And if you remember Eddie Howe at Bournemouth,
Oh
he's
yeah.
someone who likes to attack.
He gave
He
everybody
doesn't,
problems. He
Yeah,
gave
he
yeah,
did.
he
Yeah.
gave
everybody.
everybody problems. I mean, I think if I remember correctly, Chelsea, there was this season, like, I think, I don't know if they gave Chelsea, that they gave Chelsea 1-3-0 at Stamford Bridge that I didn't understand. And I was like,
Yeah.
what
So
the heck? Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
how expansive they were as a team. So that is what is even making me scared. But I still feel like,
Yeah.
come on, at the end of the day, yeah, they might give us trouble, but we'll get the
Yeah,
three
but this
points
is the point I'm
anyhow.
trying to say. That Manchester United, they need to, like Eric and you mentioned 5-0, 3-0. It's not going to be that easy. Everybody needs to
Oh,
be up today.
come
Yeah,
on.
everybody needs to be up today and put in a shift. That's just the point I wanted to make.
Oh no, definitely. I was just poking fun at the 5-0. Me, I'm happy. All I care about is the 3 points, really, because we have to overtake Arsenal. Like that's my own. I don't.
That's the aim.
Arsenal,
That's the
Arsenal cannot be ahead of Manchester United. That is all I.
Oh
That is all I
boy.
care about. Yeah, that's all I
Oh
care about.
jeez.
So even if it's a contentious penalty, I don't see, as long as the 3 points are in, I'm cool.
Sorry. Can I just throw a bit of spanner in the works? Personally, I think
No.
Man United will win. I think Man United will win, but they can't sleep on Newcastle because they are out for blood
Yeah,
as well. And
yeah.
we've talked about Eddie
True.
Howe. We've talked about Eddie Howe
Mm,
and what he's capable of doing. All he needs to do is shock 3 men at Man U's defense, and then Man U crumbles. That's what I think he will do. He will go for the attacking style game because he knows that he can catch Man U. But anyways, going back to I know this Arsenal man is gonna hate me. Sorry, but one thing you've got. See,
It's
this is.
football, man. It's football.
Can I
It's
can I can
football.
I just say I
Yeah.
coach an under 17 here in the UK. I coach an under
Oh,
17.
oh,
We
lovely,
play we,
nice.
great.
we play in the league. We play in the league. We play league teams, league and very stronger teams as well. And what I've come to realize is because my kids have been with me since they were 5 years old. So now they're 7 years old. The very first game we played, we were trashed 16-0. Second
60.
game we played, we were trashed.
Wow.
We were trashed 18-0. But I'll tell you why.
Wow.
That that was because none of my boys had ever kicked a ball in their life. But I'll tell you, the last 3 games we've played, we've beaten teams 11-2, 9-1,
Wow,
Wow.
and
Wow.
we've been.
nice.
But this is
Wow.
what I'm trying to say to you. Sometimes, so for the Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
man, I think you've got the Arsenal for me does not have the balance of both young and old teams. Now you have a very young team that is growing. I tell you, once Arsenal has a blip with this they are running, if they have a major blip that they get beaten well, you will see how the youths in those teams will come out, except if the manager can hold it together for them. That's where the manager comes in to hold it together.
Can you
But
define? Sorry for interrupting. Can you define the young team?
bro, come on.
Hear
What's
this.
the average?
No, do you know what I asked? Do you know what
What's
I
the
asked?
average?
Do you know
What's the
what?
average age of Arsenal team
Fine.
currently?
Do you know why I
What's
asked
the
that
average
question?
age?
Because if we're to look at the young players, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka has been in Arsenal.
He's got
This should be his
experience.
fourth season. This should be his fourth season playing with the senior team. I don't know if my stat serves me right. This should be his fourth season. Emil Smith Rowe. Emil Smith Rowe, the same thing, because both of them broke out at the same time. But he couldn't get playing chance, so he was loaned out to this German club I've forgotten. So when you say experience, these guys, they have the experience. And if you notice, the players Arteta shopped for this summer, he went out particularly for players that are young and are experienced.
You're coming back to my point. They're still young.
Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale. Do you know how many EPL matches he has played? He has played a lot of EPL matches.
We can say the same thing.
The experience is there. The experience is there. The experience is there. That's the point I'm just trying to make. The Japanese guy from he signed from Bologna now.
I like him.
Check his history.
I love him.
Tierney from Celtic. Tierney has won the league with Celtic. How many times? Twice. The experience is there.
I know. See, we can go on about Arsenal, but what I'm saying to you, you've got to have a thick skin. I started supporting Chelsea when Chelsea used to be 11, 12. I think the best we did at some point was 6th position. And then when we started playing Europa, I know that's when I started following Chelsea ages ago, but maybe not too much of a fan. And I try to remove myself a lot from the heartaches that football can cause you. Even though being a coach, it doesn't make sense me trying to say I'm taking the heartache out, because there's so many
things too emotional.
Oh my days. But anyway, going back to that, I just feel like Arsenal is on a good run. I love Arsenal football team, and I always say if I don't support Chelsea, the next team I would love to support, if I have to, is going to be Arsenal or Aston Villa, because Aston Villa, because Aston Villa is my local club, so I will support them. So, but anyway.
But seriously, I'm sorry, Mr. Yemi. Final one. I'm on the same bandwagon with Jide the Great. If Arsenal don't make the top 4 this season, it's not going to be all let loose for me. I'm still going to take it, still ride on. But I want them to put a performance, because we've been written off, or Arsenal were written off from the first 3 games of the beginning of the season. Nobody gave Arsenal a chance. So for them to get there, what I would want the players to prove is to tell the whole world that they didn't get there by luck. They got there through hard work. They got there after going through a setback and coming back and fighting so hard to get that position. If I were to be in that dressing room, what I'll keep telling them every day is, if you're going to die on that pitch to get that top 4, do that. If you're going to, for you to prove to the entire world, yes, because
that's the same thing. That's the same thing.
You're a coach. You're a manager, and I knew how you felt when your team lost heavily. When you go home, I knew how. Yes. So for Arsenal to have from the beginning of the season to get to where they are today, the only job, if I'm permitted to go into that dressing room, the only job I'll be doing every EPL match, is to tell them the reason why they've gotten to that top 4, and they must die there, put in all.
Why not?
All right, guys, let's end this discussion till Friday again. We're going to have another fantastic debate. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Chelsea,
it's nice meeting you, Sean Tony. I hope we do more of this, man.
Definitely. Let's talk more grassroots football. You know what? These boys are made, man. This is why I don't like talking about the big boys. I don't like talking about big boys football.
This is what makes the show interesting.
Yeah.
I know, I
Mm.
know, I know.
Yeah, but I've suggested so there's a league, right? Again,
Mm.
I'm always telling people to just kind of do more research and find out. So there's a league in Nigeria right now called the
Yeah.
Creative Championship, right?
The
Yeah,
what?
So
true.
I've been telling Yemi and I are going to have a discussion of how we can get it more to the consciousness of Nigerians. So it's a league that comprises of 8 teams, 4 teams in Lagos, 4 teams in Ogun State, right? They do stats, they do, I think they stream some of their matches live. They do
Oh,
cuts
really?
of the game highlights as well.
Wow.
You can find it on YouTube. So again, that kind of league, you can encourage it because as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, that league is way, way better than in terms of transmission
Management.
and
Yeah.
how management is
Mm.
way better than the MPFL. I'm not saying the
Yeah.
MPFL doesn't have better quality, but in terms of letting us know what's going on, like you could go on Twitter right now and Google like the Creative Championship, and you would see what they and
What's
it's
the
full of
what's the name of the
What's the name
league?
again? GD?
What's the name
the
of the league?
Creative Championship. Yeah,
The
TCC.
what?
The what?
the Creative
Creative,
Championship.
the Creative Championship, TCC.
Yeah,
Okay,
TC.
the Creative Championship.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
those are some of the things you can do to kind of bring a spotlight to, I know a couple of players that play in the league, bring a spotlight to those kind of things and follow it religiously as well and say, oh, yeah, I remember this guy was the highest goal scorer last season because they've done one full season. I followed it and it was brilliant, and
Yeah.
they're going into their next season. They play their own cup as well.
It's
Apart from
currently on. The season is currently on now. The second
yeah, I
season.
know. Yeah, I'm aware of
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
So
We
those are
need to
those are
check it
things
out.
that we could do, and then maybe we can branch into other African countries as well and see what they're doing too. That's how you can make it more interesting. Or else, like Sheon Tony alluded to, we're just going to be talking about the big boys all the time. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
I
you
know.
so
I know.
much,
Yemi,
Tunde.
I know Yemi would want to carry on talking about Man United. Yemi, I
Shane, we have to talk. Probably I'll get in touch with you guys so we'll talk behind the scenes so we can.
Yeah.
no worries.
Yeah, we
No
can do
worries.
something.
No worries.
All right,
Yeah.
All right.
Sean, thank you so much.
Cheers.
It's
Safe, man.
one love, brother.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Kule, thank you so much.
Yes, boss.
After the match, we'll
Appreciate,
talk.
boss.
Manchester United.
Sure.
Me, I going for 5-0. So
Sure thing. Oh. Not
sorry.
nothing.
I'm sorry.
Nothing less. Nothing
I'm,
less.
I'm so sorry. We just have to play this match. Do you have any
Absolutely.
idea of the lineup yet? Lineup? Or
No, the lineup will be out maybe around 8 past 8 here in Nigeria. So
Okay.
8 past 8, yeah.
Let's,
So in about an hour's time, it will be out.
it will be out. Okay.
Yeah, in
Thank you,
about an
Kule.
hour's time.
This
No
has
problem,
been a
boss.
fantastic show. I mean, let's sit back and see what Mayus is going to do because I'm kind of nervous. I won't lie to you. Like,
now, why is everyone? And see, for me,
it's been a long time we have been played now. It's been a
look,
long time.
I understand, but you see, we need to win. That's why I said we need to win anyhow because, I told you that from now till the end of February, we are not playing any team in the top 4, top 6. We are playing teams in the bottom. You understand? So we need to rake. So all those points that we lost against against the big sides, all those points that we lost against Liverpool, against City, we have to pick it up. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough season, and Arsenal will use us to shine.
Yeah, thank you, Kule. I want to shout out
Thank you.
to this first lady that came into the building. So pity that we couldn't.
Yeah. I just communicated with her. Yeah,
It's a pity.
she actually kind of let me understand that her network was kind of bad. So I
wish to bring her again. I wish to bring her.
The network was bad, and the same thing too for Eric as well.
Eric, the same thing.
The same thing for Eric as well. So,
shout out to all of them. They have been fantastic. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Let's round up. I have to sit down, watch my match.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I have to prepare as well. Absolutely.
All right. We'll see you later after the match.
Okay, boss. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much. Thank for everyone that showed up for this this show. I really appreciate every one of you. On the same time, I think we'll be live again on Friday for the art debate. And also we are having a countdown to AFCON Cameroon 2021 that is coming up. We'll start our countdown on January 1st. Great people from Cameroon will also be coming into this program. So it's going to be a cracker. It's going to be on fire. People will be coming in all from every corner of Africa. So so let's keep our fingers crossed. A lot of content is coming our ways, people coming in. So as of now, we're moving, the subscriber is growing. So if you're watching this for the first time, this is Intercontinental Sport TV. It's all about African, I mean, in diaspora that are doing very well, and of every other African people also, both away and home. So we want to talk about them. We want to talk about league. We want to flourish it. So on the same time, um, I think it's be on Friday. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm signing out. One love, boss.